Welcome to the Key Concepts podcast. And today we're stepping away way outside of the norm and straight into the North Pole. That's right. Today's guest is none other than the CEO of Cheer, the chairman of Cookies, the grandfather of gift logistics, Santa Claus himself. Santa, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be here. I just hope that lots of people get enjoyment out of this, and because so far it's been pretty cool.
That's awesome. I love it. So, Santa, how are things at the North Pole this year? Are there any new upgrades to the workshop?
We're always updating. We've a few years back we did a lot of automation, but we still have the elves because we still need the elves to do all the automation work. So we got some elves that are pretty good with AI stuff and pretty good with monitoring all the automation stuff and make if anything breaks, they're right on top of it, get it fixed. Because, we run a pretty tight schedule that we have to, get toys for all the kids all over the world. And so that we can't have too much downtime.
What's something that most people don't know about Mrs. Claus that they should?
Most people, I think Mrs. Claus just kind of stays home, bakes cookies and whatnot. Mrs. Claus is a great organizer. She keeps me in line, keeps me going in the right direction where I need to go. I know at times, like I'm gone visiting kids and whatnot, and she's still at the North Pole, kind of oversees the elves. And she probably knows the operation better than I do. As she tells me all the time, I get all the glory, but she does all the work, which is, and it's a partnership. I would not be able to get it done without her.
Yeah, that's great. They say behind every strong man is a stronger woman. So how do you decide who's on the naughty list versus the nice list?
I'm in the firm belief right now that every kid should get a gift because that's the magic of Christmas. That's the magic of the elves making presents. Maybe some kid may get a little more presents than the other kids, but as long as everybody gets a present, that's the spirit of Christmas is the spirit of giving. Even if it's just a small toy, it gives them something where they can believe. They can believe in the magic of Christmas. And that's what it's all about. It's all the magic.
What is the funniest or most surprising thing that a kid has ever asked you for?
You get little things from kids and whatnot. You always get the normal toys, Barbies are big, Legos are big, Minecraft stuff is big, but little things every now and then that just kind of sets up. I've had kids that asked before really didn't want a gift. They just wanted their family to be happy at the holidays. And it's hard sometimes to remember everything that they want. But I have a system when kids write me a list of what they want for Christmas and they give me the list. So I take the list and I fold it up. And then I basically tell them, I'm going to put it in my boot. I put it in my boot. And I says, I'm taking it back to the North Pole. And when we get to the North Pole, I'm going to talk with the elves and we'll build you a present. And we'll figure out something special just for you. And then it'll be under the Christmas tree Christmas morning so you can be surprised.
What would you say is the most unusual or creative treat someone has left you instead of cookies?
I've had, like banana bread left before. But cookies are the big thing. And then and a lot of times you'll get cookies that the kids decorated.
Oh, wow.
So the kids are decorated, so you know that that's just for you. So you got to make sure that you eat it all up and take it with you. So when the kids get up in the morning, they can see that you've been there and you ate the treat that they specially made for you, which I think is a big thing for them.
If you ever don't finish the cookies, though, do you ever pass them off to the reindeer? And
cookies aren't really good for the reindeer. Some of the community events I've done, they'll have the kids make up a bag of, it's like nuts and fiber and whatnot. And it's called reindeer food. So I get those. Reindeer like carrots. So they leave carrots for the reindeer. And I'll take all that stuff and have as many houses that I stop at. That's plenty of food for the reindeer.
All right, Santa. Well, with self-driving cars now being a thing and reindeer, are they nervous about being replaced with Uber sleighs?
If they replaced with Uber sleighs, they might just replace Santa too. But I don't foresee that ever happening. This is Santa and the reindeer and the sleigh have gone on for so many years. and we always get the job done. So there's no need to replace us.
But what if Tesla offered you a Cyber Sleigh? Would you take it, or would you stick with the classic reindeer horsepower?
I know it's technology and all that stuff and everything, but with the electric car, at what point when I'm doing my rounds around Earth, at what point do I have to stop and charge it?
All right. The batteries don't go that long.
Yeah. So
You're going to get stuck in the air.
yeah, and that's, especially the height that we fly at times, that's a long fall if you run out of juice.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. We don't want that happening.
So
nothing beats Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I guess.
yeah.
Have you ever considered maybe delivering gifts via Amazon Prime just to take a year off?
I don't think I could ever take a year off. I've never considered having Amazon, but if I did it 1 year and Amazon was really good at it, then everybody might decide to we don't really need Santa. We'll just use Amazon. But, Amazon's got their thing. There's plenty of people out there buying stuff from Amazon at the holidays to give to their friends and relatives and whatnot. But Santa's gifts, I think, for the kids are more special to them. And that's why I don't think I could ever take a year off and just let somebody else do the whole thing and Santa's gone for a year.
Yeah, there's definitely something about the magic of Santa coming down the chimney and delivering the presents in the morning, leaving out the milk and cookies and having a good time. So let's talk about the Grinch for a little bit. How often does he end up on the naughty list?
I think he's naughty because he's been an outcast. When he realizes, I took everybody's presents. I took all their decorations. And these people still get together in the middle of town and are singing Christmas carols and just happy that it's of the day. And that makes his heart grow. And that makes him realize that, hey, there's more to this Christmas thing than the packages and the lights and all that stuff. It's a holiday for joy amongst families. Even if there was no presents and no lights, you would still have the spirit of Christmas.
Has the Grinch ever stolen anything from you besides your time?
No. I've some of my events I do, the Grinch shows up. And, he's kind of his nasty self or whatnot, but I don't let that bother me. I'll walk up to him and I'll shake his hand and he'll pull his hand back and we'll talk. And then usually by the end of the event, we're sitting together, taking pictures together.
Do you think he has you on speed dial?
I don't know. I'm not sure if he's ever called me. He might have some way of tracking me so where he knows where I'm at, so where he can show up and, throw through snide remarks my way.
Have you ever caught the Grinch trying to sneak onto your sleigh route?
No, I never have. So I think he was more confined to his cave at the top of the mountain until he got accepted at the end. And I'm sure he moved down the hill, probably moved in with the people in town.
Nice. If you had to get the Grinch a present, what would that be?
To give the Grinch a proper present would be to give him a present of love and the present of being part of the group. Living at the top of the hill in a cave with just your dog and you don't have any interaction with anybody. But if you become part of the group where you interact, then it's easier for you to be more accepted, no matter whether you're green or whatever other color that the next person comes up with. But I think the gift of love and the gift of acceptance, I think would be good gifts for the Grinch.
If the Grinch walks into this podcast on the next episode, what would you want me to ask him?
For me, it would be, I'd like to shake his hand and ask him how things are going. And has he moved into town? Is he still part of the community? Is he helping with all the decorations and everything at Christmas time? Or has he tried to isolate himself again?
Santa, do you have a special message you want to share for those watching this episode today? Anything about the holiday spirit this time of year or for everybody that's tuning in?
I guess my message to everybody would be, it's a holiday for everybody. The spirit of giving and the spirit of just getting to know each other and the spirit of accepting each other the way we are. The thing with Christmas is, if you don't already enjoy it, learn how to enjoy it, because it's a special time of year and it only comes once a year.
Santa, is there anything that we haven't discussed that you'd want to bring up?
My biggest wish is for everybody to have an enjoyable time at Christmas. Enjoy the company of others and keep the spirit going.
Keep the spirit going. Well, Santa, it's been incredible. Thanks for taking the time out of the busiest job on earth to hang out with us. If you've enjoyed today's episode, share it with someone who needs a little holiday cheer, or someone who's definitely on the naughty list and needs a little bit of that wake-up call. And Santa, good luck out there surviving 2025. It's been a blast.
All right. I'm glad we had this was great. I enjoyed every minute of it.
All right. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye-bye.